10's Late Night News, brought to you by Holden. Ten's Late News with Jessica Rowe.
Tonight's big story, Australia gets a GST.
This is a great outcome for Middle Australia.
The Democrats insist it's the best possible outcome.
Yeah. We wanted to make this package fairer.
As the ALP cries foul.
Changes to this tax which turn a dog of a tax into a dog's breakfast of a tax.
Good evening. It's the biggest tax shake-up in the nation's history. Australia will soon have a GST and lower income taxes in a deal that will change our spending power forever.
It said it all, a beaming Prime Minister and Treasurer about to announce the greatest triumph of their careers.
We will have, after the passage of the legislation, a new tax system for a new century.
Nothing was going to hold back John Howard's joy.
It's sweet political enjoyment of the most exotic kind.
For the Democrats' leader Meg Lees, a profound sense of achievement too.
We wanted to make this package fairer, and we believed we had a long way to go. Well, we have certainly done that.
The deal, hammered out over the past week, will mean a 10% tax on most goods and services, but not basic food. The Democrat win there means reduced income tax cuts for workers on more than $50,000. But the new pay scale confirms most Australians get sizable cuts to their income tax.
That means that 80% of Australian taxpayers will, after the 1st of July next year, pay a marginal rate of income tax of no higher than 30%.
Also a win to the Democrats on diesel. $3 billion saved by removing fuel rebates for trucks and four-wheel drives in our cities, but most of the subsidies for the bush remain. On top of that, $400 million for greenhouse gas reduction.
This represents the largest and most comprehensive effort in history to reduce air pollution in Australia.
To help pensioners and welfare recipients cope with the new tax, $800 million in compensation.
It's excellent. You have a look at it. It's a world beater.
Overall, it'll cost the Treasurer's budget surplus $1.4 billion in the first year alone.
85% of the biggest tax reform in Australia's history is worth it, and it sure beats zero.
Despite many efforts from both sides of politics, the GST had been jinxed. Now, within a month, it'll be law.
You are in government to do good things for the country. You're in government to make reforms to improve.
I got into politics to make a difference, and I